Looking forward to seeing Mathieu Jalibert for France, 19-year-old fly half. They've got absolutely no experience at number 10, the French. I mean, it's not unlike France to just throw someone in there, but whether he's going to be able to steer a game in the Six Nations is going to be fascinating. From an English point of view, Zach Mercer at number 8, I think we'll get some game time, certainly at the start of the tournament. Is he ready to translate his under-20s form into the main arena? I want to talk about Jordan Larmour and Jacob Stockdale. I know Stockdale's been capped, Larmour hasn't. And Rhys Patchell at Wales, even though he's played a little bit of international rugby, never in the Six Nations. Is this the time he's going to ascend from being a top regional player to being a top international?
As a Frenchman, I have to pick a French guy, and it has to be Mathieu Jalibert. I mean, we believe in France, the next big thing, not just in French rugby, but in world rugby as well. We've had a very good young generation coming through with Lowe as well. For example, Jalibert is only 19, has done great things for Bordeaux this season. Jacques Brunel, the French head coach, is obviously a coach that he knows very well because he had him at Bordeaux, and I think he can thrive under him for the national team.
That sort of wise head on a 19-year-old is incredibly promising for French rugby. It's how much Jacques Brunel trusts to put him into that role and allow him to do what he's doing.
From what I've heard from guys that have coached him, guys that have actually played against him, is that he's got a real mature demeanour about him, makes really nice decisions on the ball, and I mean, more than anything, that mindset's going to be so important for the environment he's thrown into now with France.
A teenage number 10, if he plays, he's electric. He really is a player. Saw him playing the other day against Newcastle in the Challenge Cup. Proper player, looks a real prospect. And of course Ireland, Jordan Larmour, fullback, Leinster, wing maybe for Ireland. Again, a proper player.
An exceptional 20-year-old talent. He's really shone for Leinster over the course of the Interpros at Christmas time and into European. His first 2 European starts in January.
One of those really exciting youngsters who's burst on the scene this season. Quick, great feet, real kind of pizzazz about the way he plays.
Obviously he has a lot of hype behind him at the moment, but I'm not sure how much game time he's going to get for Ireland during the Six Nations. So saying that, I'm looking at Zach Mercer for England. You know, he's probably going to get some game time considering the injuries to Nathan Hughes and Billy Vunipola, so very excited to see how he goes.
Excited about Zach Mercer. Interesting story. He's an 8th Maori, which is quite fun. He's because his dad played for New Zealand at Rugby League. Then he's grown up in Yorkshire, so he's got quite a thick Yorkshire accent, but was schooled in Scotland. So he's quite a hybrid, but very skillful, good hands. I hope in the future he doesn't have to put on 4 stone, because I don't think he needs it.
If England go and lose Simmons, then they've got to rely on Mercer for potentially the rest of the tournament. Give Mercer a run out, see how he goes. You know what Simmons is going to bring, and hopefully I really think he's going to settle into international rugby.
You know, if I look at the list, Marcus Smith to me, I know he's young and I don't want to rush him, but I love what he's been doing at Quins, and I love the way he plays, the way he can move the ball, and I'd love to see him in that England side and see if he can take that next step up. Maybe not now, but if he gets a shot, I'll definitely be watching.
Josh Adams of Wales really deserves his chance, having played so well for Worcester. I'm looking forward to seeing a player like Mathieu Jalibert, who I haven't seen a huge amount of, but that which I have seen, he's special. So you've got a few names to conjure with there, and I guess from an England perspective, someone like Zach Mercer, if he gets his chance, I'd like to see what he can do. I think he's going to be fantastic for England. It's just really a question of how Eddie uses him.
This time a year ago, he was captaining the under-20s to the Six Nations Grand Slam. He's been playing really well for an inconsistent Bath team, and I think if he comes in for Vunipola or Hughes, first up in Italy, it could be really interesting.